Hello, everyone. Today, we have some exciting news. Tristan Tate has finally gotten his cars back after they were seized by the authorities. On his way to reclaim them, the media had some questions, and as always, Tristan didn't hold back. Not only did he share his thoughts on the situation, but he also gave a hilarious and informational explanation about why, in his eyes, the Lada is the best car in the world. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. It's both fun and entertaining. Let's dive right into the interview and see what Tristan had to say.
Every day is a good day. I'm happy every morning, but I'm especially good today. Because today, I get my Lada back. They really crossed the line when they took that car from me. They banned me from seeing my kids. They've locked me in prison. They've done all sorts of things without evidence and tried to ruin my life. But when they took my Lada, I feel like that was just pure abuse. That was a line they shouldn't have crossed. You never touch a man's Lada.
Flashback. Flashback.
What is the story about this Lada?
That Lada is a piece of Romanian history. In 1979, it was purchased by a former member of Nicolae Ceausescu's Communist Party. And 4 years ago, I thought, you know what? I want to own a small piece of Romanian history, so I'm going to purchase myself a Lada. And the gentleman drove the car to my house, and he saw my Bugattis and my McLarens and my Lamborghinis, and he was almost in tears. He was so happy. He was like, "You want my car?" I said, "Yes, sir, I do." And he goes, "You're going to park it here with all of these cars?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I am." And he was so happy to sell me that car. There was almost tears in his eyes. And I've treasured that car ever since. It's a piece of Romanian history. My children are Romanians. I'm going to pass that Lada on to them one day. Everything else I'm getting back isn't important. But the Lada is coming back, and I'm exceptionally happy about it.
So you don't care about your Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Maseratis?
I have lots of those. I only have one Lada. The Lada is irreplaceable. Of course, I don't have any other cars, but, theoretically, I have a bunch of Lamborghinis and McLarens and Maseratis and all of this. I have them.
How did you receive the decision yesterday from the court?
Well, the decision from the court yesterday was very important, and it wasn't just about stealing my stuff, because what you have to understand is DCOT as an organization is genuinely very serious. And there are people who work for DCOT who are hardworking, diligent people who are taking real criminals off the streets and putting real dangerous people behind bars. And I appreciate that. However, in my case, not DCOT as an organization, the individuals behind my case are corrupt, opportunistic thieves. And I've been saying it for 2.5 years while the media has been bothering me and asking about imaginary human trafficking. And I feel like the judge's decision yesterday, it's another one in a very long run of good judges' decisions I'm getting. I expect my brother to get another good judge's decision today, because I think now the tide has turned. I think now everyone's eyes are open, from the media to the judges and the judicial system, where real justice in Romania is delivered. I think they see that I am being targeted by corrupt, opportunistic thieves who want nothing more than to steal my stuff and put me in jail, and will do anything to put me in jail besides, give me a trial and find me guilty. 4 times they've tried to put me in jail and lock me up. 4 times, once for over 3 months. I've never even had a trial. There's not even been a final decision made of whether or not I'm going to have a trial. You know who holds the world record since since the year 2000? The world record for American citizens detained and arrested without trial is held by myself and my brother. So I hope that the people at DCOT are proud of themselves, the prosecutors in my case, because they've broken a world record. Russia, China, North Korea have held American citizens without trial. The longest period crossed 632 days, which I've crossed over now about a month and a half ago. Myself and my brother are the longest arrested American citizens since the year 2000 without trial. Romania has beaten China and North Korea. Congratulations. Yes, well done, prosecutors. You've made your country look really great. You're definitely showing that you're perfectly fair and just people, and you just want to catch criminals. I mean, stealing a man's Lada for money laundering. Do you know how stupid a country looks when they say, "Look, guys, we suspect this guy is laundering money, so we're going to confiscate a car that's worth less than this microphone"? a car that's worth less than this guy's shoes. This is our proof of money laundering. You look stupid. You know, I hope the people in Romania are finally waking up. I hope that justice will finally be done very soon. Hopefully this whole thing gets thrown away and then I can bask in the light of my wave of apologies, which I expect to get from people like the BBC.
Where is your money, Tristan?
Oh, I don't have any money. They took everything. Yeah, they took everything. This watch is actually fake. This watch is fake. This suit, it's actually just cheap. It's a cheap green suit from Zara. I sprinkled glitter on it to make it look cool. How does the glitter look? Fits me really well. Yeah.
Tristan, what are you think about the court accusation against you, against your brother?
I mean, most criminal cases happen like this. If he stole my phone, I go to the police and say, hey, police, he stole my phone, and they'd investigate the case, right? Instead, the police are sitting in a room without anyone saying a crime has happened and said, you know what? I think Tristan has stolen Bogdan's phone. And he will come to court and say, no, he didn't steal my phone. It doesn't matter what DCOT say. They are corrupt, opportunistic thieves. They've listed people as victims and said, yep, human trafficking, here are the victims. The victims have come to court and said to the judge, hi, Your Honor, this is all stupid. It doesn't matter that I 6 years ago had an argument with him on WhatsApp. He's been my friend for 10 years. There's no human trafficking. Oh, by the way, I live in Timișoara. Like, the victims are coming to court and saying it's stupid. And this is what I think is really waking the judges up. Because if every single one of my victims was standing here today and you could interview them, they'd say, yeah, Tristan's innocent and DCOT's corrupt. And I told them I wasn't a victim and they wrote me down on the victims list anyway. So what do I think about DCOT's accusations that I'm a human trafficker? I think that they are utterly ridiculous. I think they've embarrassed their organization. And quite frankly, I think they've embarrassed their country. I moved here. I have nothing to be ashamed about. All my fancy cars, all the nice things I own. I don't have to hide the fact that I'm a successful person. I'm an extremely wealthy person and I've worked hard my entire life. I've never done anything illegal. I've paid my taxes. I'm allowed to buy as many cars as I want. But not according to DCOT. No. If I buy expensive things, I'm a money launderer. Who on earth is going to be influential, important, financially successful, and ever move to Romania again? Ever. After what they've done to me. These people have sent a message to everybody in the world saying, if you move to Romania, we are going to rob you, steal from you, take your stuff, embarrass you, charge you with crimes. If Elon Musk moved to Romania tomorrow, they'd arrest him and steal all his stuff and say he's a money launderer. And he'd say, no, look, I have Tesla. No, look, I have SpaceX. And the prosecutor would ignore it. And then he'd come to court and say what they said about me. Well, he has unexplained income. I have tried to explain to the prosecutor my income 100 times. I said, fly my accountant here. He'll explain why I'm rich. Nope, not interested.
So do you think it's an abuse because
Absolutely.
you have money?
Absolutely. It's abuse because I'm famous and because I have money. If I was not Tristan Tate, this would never have happened in a million years. Why on earth would I human traffic anyone? That doesn't even make any sense. And is social media collaboration human trafficking? That's another point that was made very poignantly by my lawyers in court. If I said to him, I'm going to massively increase your social media following, let's work on Instagram. And I promoted him and he 10 times his social media following. Have I human trafficked him? Social media collaborations aren't human trafficking. And that's what DCOT are trying to say I've done. Anybody I've ever spoken about social media with, they've put on a list of victims. It is embarrassing, and you as Romanians should be ashamed of what they've done to foreigners. I understand 2.5 years ago, you're all outside my house, pointing microphones in my face, saying like, where are the girls? Where are the girls? What girls? What girls? All the ones who say I'm innocent, who live in their own houses in different cities and different countries, who've never been in my house ever. Like, it just, from day one, I was looking forward to moments like this. Because the media was very aggressive with me. The internet was very aggressive with me. Everyone thought I was kidnapping people and holding them hostage in my house. What DCOT have done has not embarrassed me. I can hold my head high and be proud of myself. But DCOT has embarrassed Romania. They've embarrassed themselves. And after this investigation is over, when it's finally dropped, I hope the people responsible for this actually get in some serious trouble. Because they should. They should not be allowed to just humiliate their country and embarrass their country and take foreigners and lock them in jail away from their kids. You know, when one of my kids was born, I was locked away in prison. I was locked away in prison. How will I ever get that back? They can give me back my cars. They can give me back my money. They can give me all this stuff back. How will I ever get those moments back? I won't. I have been robbed by opportunistic thieves disguising themselves as prosecutors, and I hope these people face real justice.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Because of paperwork issues, it seems I'm only getting 7 of my cars back today, and the rest I have to wait for the paperwork to be finished tomorrow or the day after. Which is crazy because when these corrupt thieves from DCOT come into my house, they don't check any paperwork. They don't even talk to any girls in my house. They just ask where the money is, where the cars are, and all of my stuff vanishes in 10 minutes. They're not worried about where are the papers, who owns these things. They're not concerned. They just steal everything from me. They put them all on platforms and they drive them away. I've had to pay myself for all of these platforms you see here to take all of my cars home, which I own, which never have been stolen from me in the first place, but I can only have 7 today because the paperwork isn't done. When these thieves want to steal my stuff, they're not worried about paperwork. They're gone in 10 seconds. But the papers aren't ready, so I can't have my stuff apparently. Only 7.
What paper?
Lada is one of them.
What paperwork? You ask them. In Romania, everything's paperwork. In Romania, you can't use the bathroom without paperwork. Try to buy groceries without paperwork. Everything in Romania is thousands of paperwork, unless it's DCOT stealing your stuff. Then there's no paperwork. They don't care. They just put it all in bags and walk away with it. But the paperwork isn't done. I'm only going to get 7 of my cars today. Maybe I won't even get my Lada back. I am furious. This is corruption. It's a waste of my time. Do you know how much my time is worth? I'm a successful man. You think I can just stand around in fields all day long looking at platforms that aren't going to be filled with my cars? They have wasted 2 years of my life with this crap already. And the people responsible for this will eventually have to pay. Thank you. They could have washed them. How inconsiderate. But getting them back doesn't necessarily make me happy, as I said. They were stolen from me, and now I got them back. So why should I be happy? They're mine. It's not a new car, is it? It's my own car that I get again. I hope this never happens to you.